Molly Sinnert, and I was adopted in 1985 from South Korea to my family who lived in Central Florida. My Korean name is Moon Hee. I was adopted from Korea to the United States when I was a baby, and my only sibling was my cat Whiskers. I found the way to my sister.
Hi, it's me.
My name is Emily Bushnell. I am 36 years old. I am a single mom. I have a beautiful 11-year-old daughter, Izzy. My Korean name is Yoon Jin. I was adopted from Korea to the United States when I was a baby, and I have brothers. I found the way to my sister.
We are twins.
어느 날 갑자기 내 앞에 나타난 쌍둥이. 이들의 기적과 같았던 만남부터 서로를 알아가는 과정까지 쌍둥이 자매의 이야기를 들어봅니다. 두 사람이 서로를 알게 된 건 올해 초로 거슬러 올라갑니다.
But it was towards the middle to end of February, around the 20th, I would say. You know, having been adopted, I had no health history. And so it got me interested in, learning about what my genetic markers might be.
미국인들 사이에서 인기를 끌고 있다는 DNA 검사. 친족을 찾아주는 것은 물론 질병 유전자 정보를 알려주기도 합니다.
I think over the years, it's become more common to do these genetic DNA tests, especially with the technology for them to bring direct-to-consumer genetic health markers. The 23andMe kit is one company that does this testing for an Amazon sale, and so I purchased the kit, and so I did the test. It required me to send in a sample of my saliva.
그리고 2주 후 몰리는 생각지도 못한 결과를 받게 됩니다.
So I got an email. I remember seeing the email as I left the gym, and it said, your results are ready, and this was March 3rd. The results, and it said, you have one close relative. I didn't quite know what that meant. So I clicked on the close relative, and there it says, you share 49.96% DNA with Isabel D. Said that I had a daughter. I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I racked my brain. Like, was there a period of time where I was unconscious for 9 months? No, but it was incredible. Before we started dinner, I had connected through the 23andMe application with Isabel, this unknown person, and sent her a message.
So she had written to Izzy, but I discovered the message. Izzy was right there with me, essentially discovered it together.
It was really weird because it was really late, and we were just really surprised because we didn't expect anything to come up.
That her mom was adopted and born on March 29th. Oh gosh, when I read that we shared a birthday, because how could one go through life not knowing that they had a twin?
곧바로 몰리 이름을 검색해봤다는 에밀리.
I don't know anything about this topic.
Well, the right approach to
깜짝 놀랄 영상 하나를
life
발견하게
care really
됩니다.
comes back to using the principles of palliative care and symptom management and just applying it to antibiotics.
So strongly that was me. It was like, that's me sitting in this chair, but I have no idea what she's talking about.
I had looked her up on the internet to see, who is this Emily Bushnell? Does she really look like me? Is this possible? So the only photo that I found of her was on LinkedIn. Initially, I looked at her photo and I said, oh no, she doesn't look like me. Her skin was paler, she looked younger. As you start to compare side by side, as I revisited it, I realized that, oh my gosh, this could be me without a tan. And I can't describe accurately what I was feeling at the time because it was a flood of sadness, excitement, fear, anxiety.
I have Izzy to thank for it. I'm really grateful. I don't know that I would have gotten here without her.
Come in. Sorry, didn't mean to lock the door on you. Hi. How was school? Good?
Oh
my gosh. This is my Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
My angel. You can take your mask off if you'd like. It's a good try. Let's see yours first. Oh my gosh, is that all their signatures?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my gosh, wow.
It was kind of weird that I kind of started all of it. I didn't realize that I started all of it, and then my mom started talking about it, and then I saw this ad, and this girl found her like grandpa or something, and so I was like, oh, I want to find my family.
Because she saw this commercial for the DNA kit and said, oh, well, I can do that. And that was, you were pretty young. I think you were like 5 or 6 maybe when that started.
We didn't know my mom's side of the family. We found a lot from my dad's side, but not many from my mom's side. I wanted her to get one, but then I thought maybe I should just get one done because she didn't want to do it.
23andMe is not the only DNA test available in the United States. There's multiple companies that do this. What's also interesting is that each company has their own database. Considering that I was not looking for relatives, I was going to stop at 23andMe. So it was really fate, I think, that Izzy took the 23andMe, and so did I. Because had she taken another, we would have never connected. Never connected.
36년이란 시간의 공백을 채우기 위해 서로에 대해 알아가기 시작합니다.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Oh my god.
Gosh, I have so many things I want to ask, but I'm just like so overwhelmed.
Oh my gosh. I know.
Oh wait, here's one. This one I have to know because I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm so curious. How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
No, you have an inch on me. The space that you were taking up in the womb.
That sounds like me.
Well, I think I was at a little bit of an advantage because I had seen the video on YouTube or Vimeo, but hearing it over the phone was different. Hearing it live and in color was definitely different, and I would say right off the bat, I thought that we had the same voice.
Crazy thought. Our birthday is March 29th. Would you be interested in meeting on our birthday?
I would, 100%. That would be amazing. The best birthday present ever.
Yes. No one could ever top it.
All right.
Right.
Good night. I will talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
They decided not to meet or not to FaceTime or video chat or do any of that stuff right at first to sort of make their first face-to-face meeting more impactful, which was a great idea in retrospect.
이후로도 수시로 메시지를 주고받으며 서로에 대해 물었습니다.
It's so fun to find the similarities between us. I did not know that Emily and I had similar morning routines. Much of her morning is devoted to her dog, which is the same with mine, both of mine.
Yeah, to think that for so long our lives were sort of parallel, even down to the detail of like what we do when we wake up in the morning. Funny coincidence. There's just too many of them to ignore it.
마치 한 사람의 어린 시절을 보는 듯한 사진들.
At a young age, we had the same hairstyle, and our parents, you know, obviously they were the ones telling the hairdresser at a younger age. But growing up, it is wild that we had the same style.
그 중에서도 고등학교 졸업 파티 사진을 보고 가장 놀랐다고 합니다.
That year, the style of prom dress was not the style that we both picked. I mean, we both picked a unique style. It was a fitted, strapless style. It was beaded, so down to the silhouette and the detail of it was the same.
And the way we were posed in the photos with our dates, we might as well have just been together, the two of us standing side by side. That was bizarre. Very, very strange.
There is a photo of us in 2009, just given birth to Izzy. I was standing outside the hospital holding her, and I had cut my hair short. And in that same year, Molly was finishing up her residency from pharmacy school, and she had the same haircut. I can't tell you that I had that haircut any other time in life. I mean, that was really the only time. So I don't know. There's some other like force of nature at work there. It's pretty bizarre.
Butterflies? Yeah.
Can I get a little second to tell? I really wanna love you well.
Almost.
I really wanna treat you right.
서로의 존재도 모르고 지낸 지난 36년. 그 시간을 뛰어넘어 두 사람이 만납니다. 어떤 말로도 표현할 수 없는 순간.
The most warm embrace, and I mean, we just cried in each other's arms.
For the first time, so when she walked through that door, basically was looking at myself, walking towards me.
You think miracles, you know, only happen in the movies, and I would consider this a miracle. She's my other half.
It is completely crazy having a wife and then knowing out of nowhere that your wife has somebody who's about to be in your life who looks exactly the same.
I kind of like was already warmed up for her when I met her. I don't know why, it just like felt like I already knew her, I guess. I think it's really important because she was like, felt kind of disconnected, and now she has another family member, biological. And I'm happy for her.
어릴 때부터 입양하라는 사실을 자연스럽게 받아들였던 에밀리. 그런데 대학에 들어간 후 정체성에 대한 고민이 시작됐습니다.
Yeah, I think it was, again, just going back to when I gave birth to Izzy, I had that sort of, that there was a pivotal moment in my life where all of a sudden my connection with her made me question, you know, my existence and my part of my family. I mean, I witnessed over the years, my brothers, they're so similar. Like they get together and they are just like two peas in a pod. And I always felt like an outsider. And to them, they didn't see that. I was never an outsider. But I felt that way. I mean, this was the answer. Finding Molly, discovering that I am an identical twin was the answer. And that was something that they would not have been able to have given to me.
얼마 전까지도 힘든 시기를 보냈던 에밀리. 그 과정을 곁에서 지켜본 이웃들이 있습니다.
3 months before Molly was found, Emmy and I were having a conversation, and she said, "You know, I'm kind of in a soul-searching moment." And she said, "I'm just not sure where I belong or how I belong or what's next for me."
You know how many times we said maybe there is a sister, you know, but we were just like, you know, joking.
We were talked about, you know, maybe someday going to Korea, and I'm like, I'm going with you. Like, I'm going. We're gonna go find your family, and like you're in the right place for this to happen.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me the most is that I had sort of been like operating under this dark cloud, but you know, putting the smile on, and everybody loves me, and you know, it appears that I have everything together and life is great. But I don't know, like if I didn't find Molly, I feel like I would have existed like that until the day I died. It's a horrible way to live. And that would have been so tragic for Izzy. I mean, she changed instantly.
You changed instantly. Yeah. In a really good way.
Because these are all positive feelings,
Yeah.
but that will bring, who knows what that will bring.
who knows what
A
that
whole
will
different
bring.
roller
Yeah,
coaster.
exactly. That you just don't.
I have an identical twin that I didn't know about. Makes me question how much of my adoption file is true.
When I found out about Emily, it was the first time I'd thought about my adoption in a long time. This is my certificate of birth. Date of birth March 29th, 1985. Place of birth Gyeongsang-namdo.
서로를 찾게 된 후 자신들의 출생에 대해 알고 싶어졌다는 자매. 하지만 입양 서류만으로는 그 궁금증이 풀리지 않았습니다. 각자의 입양 기관에 친부모를 찾고 싶다는 의사를 전한 두 사람.
I have emailed my adoption agency for post-adoption that I would have initiated on my own. I couldn't have actually gotten this far without her.
Molly came to us after the initial meetings with Emily and said, you know, I don't know how to be a sister. And we assured her that it's just like having friends.
I never felt like I didn't belong, being different from them. I didn't think I needed Emily. I didn't think I needed anyone. And now that she's here, I wouldn't be the woman I am today, even though I've only known her for 9 weeks, if she wasn't in my life. She's made my life better than I thought it could ever be.
그 시각 필라델피아에선
See you in Orlando!
에밀린의 가족이 몰리를 만나기 위해 올랜도로 향합니다. 비행기를 타고 2시간 30분. 이번 여정엔 또 얼마나 많은 추억을 쌓을 수 있을까요? 에밀리의 도착 시간이 다가오고 그녀를 기다리고 있는 몰리. 몇 번을 만나도 떨리는 건 마찬가지.
Hello! You made it! How are you guys? Are you so excited to be here? I'm so excited to see you. Hi, Sandy. Oh, it's so good to see you. I have to show you this. So I checked in earlier. No! It's her birthday!
so cool. I'm telling you, it's the universe. It wants us to be together. I want to do it all with her. I want to go.
She is me. I am she.
We just found each other, so yeah, we're definitely going to search for our birth family. Why we were separated?
Maybe one day we'll get to meet you.
I promise that